Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, my intent was to guide him to the right. And then he continued straight, and I cut in front of him, and then he literally just hit the side of my car.
Yeah.
EMS, you're clear to roll. I'll meet you over at the hospital.
125 will assist transport.
13076 CMC to retrieve 195.
Daisy, are you good to operate the bike? Are you good? You need medical?
Well, I didn't need medical. It's fine. I'll go to the hospital.
Okay, firm. All right. EMS, you're good.
114, same traffic.
Could I go back and document the tow truck?
Copy. I'll tell you what. If you're gonna go back and document, let me back you up.
I'm gonna need a unit over at CMC to watch over my vehicle while I go inside.
Okay, firm.
Hello?
I'm giving you away, go!
Yeah, no, the lights mean you yield.
I slowed down.
You just wanna make sure his car doesn't get stolen while he's inside, Judas.
10-4. The 76 and actually 23 at.
Oh, what the fuck? My brakes don't work. What was that? My brake... Chat, I'm not fucking around. My brakes did not work. Hello?
Please remember to put them in the smaller ER room.
130-23 CMC.
Tango 114, remember put them in the small room.
Apr.
You know, Mr. fucking Captain America over there that I actually decided, you know, let me defend myself as a free citizen of Los Santos.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me go get a doctor.
All right, how we doing?
You know, I'm done. You know, I feel like I have my rights violated.
Okay.
Because you know, apparently, you know, I forgot you're Captain America over here, so you start punching people. You know, I didn't hurt anyone.
If you don't think you weren't gonna get struck after stealing a PD bicycle and knocking the officer off of it, you are sadly mistaken.
Okay, so see, here's my thing, right? Y'all all talk about de-escalation, right? How does it go from getting tackled off a standstill bicycle to trying to run a guy over at plus 40 miles per hour?
Can you ease yourself up, friend?
Damn.
A little deep in the covers there.
The threshold keeps moving. 50, now it's 40. When do we get down to 30?
Well, 50 is plus 40.
Running back, but I will be a minute.
It was neither of those. That's the funny part.
It was not plus. It wasn't plus 40 miles per hour.
No.
What's your 20 Judas?
You're tweaking.
Okay, if you say so.
I was going at least 30, and the car was moving faster than me.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you say so.
Sorry, I just thought Howick Avenue.
Up here, nearest intersection.
All right, dispatching up here. I do see a fair amount of bruising and contusions that I'm gonna clean up. All right.
We're gonna play. God damn it. 122, 76.
report for this.
Can I get 77s, please?
I can. I don't know. Did EMS reach out as well? Because I don't see any broken bones at the moment, but they did say you was struck by a baton. Yeah, is that true?
Oh no, I got struck by a fist.
Oh, fist. Okay. Is there anything in particular that's hurting you? Just so I get your
Oh, everything.
Just everything all over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I definitely see that. All right. Yeah, I see a fair amount of bruising. Like I said, contusions and some cuts here. I patched you up the best I could. You know your state ID?
6089.
And your full name?
Trey Smoke.
And can you give me your number, Trey?
My phone number?
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. Hey,
Use
maybe
that
when I
computer
get
system,
up,
the cloud system will let you do that or no? know if it lets you do that
Let me
with
see.
your handcuffs.
Let me see.
EMS, you guys are good to roll
Oh,
in?
yep, there it is.
All right,
Hello?
thank you.
Hey, firm.
Hey, I'm sorry it took so long.
Alright,
I
no,
am
go
here.
ahead. Oh.
Coffee order, sir, at the back door.
Alright, Silver Park,
I am currently tied up with a suspect.
Yes, please.
I will be at
so
Mission
for my-
Row
my
in a few
report is-
minutes.
I don't need all the
I will
details
wait for
because
you.
obviously that's different than
You
the
waited for
Sounds
me
good.
long
you know,
enough.
you
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
You
Bye.
hit, were you run over at all? Because I did see what I thought were tire marks, but it could have been old. I don't know. Or did you fall maybe after you were hit? Maybe
I
that's what it
was
was.
kicked off the bicycle,
Okay.
and then repeatedly punched, by an officer.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make sure you have a medical report and then send it to you if you like it. Like I said, I did see a fair amount of bruising, so I do recommend once you're out of your handcuffs and you can go home, use some ice packs and then ibuprofen every 4 to 6 hours. If you have any continued pain in any of these areas, just let me know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's all yours, officer. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, Mr. Smoke, at this point in time, you do have the right to remain silent. You can actually
Anything you
off the
say
bed
or do
here.
can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an
You
attorney present prior to any question. If you cannot afford one, will be pointed to you by the state of San Andreas free of charge. Do you understand these rights as I've read them to you? Yes, I do.
Okay, well, you didn't read them correctly.
There's like 50 million different ways to read them, brother.
Yeah, but the important part is you can get an attorney if one's available.
Right,
But if
so
there isn't
yes.
one available, Ocean King, I'm coming out with Mr. Smoke now. But at this point in time, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be against you in the court of law. You do have the right to an attorney during any and all questioning, and if you can't afford one, one will be provided by the state if available. You understand these rights as I read them to you today?
No, if available. Yes, I understand.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. You get you loaded up
Or
into the
just
vehicle
book me
here.
up here and just let me go, brother. You don't have anything on me other than fucking what? Assault and battery. Is that about it?
No, it's more than that.
Oh, it's more than that.
130, 76, Mission Row, PD 195.
So you can get yourself.
I mean, I'm gonna have to look over how joyriding is written, you know, for government equipment, just to see if the bike falls under either of those two.
Government equipment?
Yeah.
Dispatch E2 for the hospital. I'll be kidding.
You are? Would you like an attorney? You want me to see if one's available?
Oh, sure.
All right,
Let's just
give me
waste
just a
everyone's
moment.
time for misdemeanors. Dad, free me. Dad, I need a pardon, please.
Roads, your
Hey.
coffees are inside
what
on the
happened?
counter.
130 for me.
Oh,
Do you need help with cells or are you good?
I stole a police bike, so they try to fucking kill me, basically.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
wow.
And when I say bike, I mean a bicycle, not like a fucking
Yeah,
Yeah,
motorcycle.
it's the one
yeah,
right there to the right.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and then they try to murder me. So, yeah.
Well,
He pulled in front of me and I hit
No,
the
no,
car
no,
with
no,
the
no.
bicycle.
No, no, no.
He tried to kill me.
I didn't pull in front of him, right? Listen. I'm
Mr.
going
Smoke,
down
respectfully,
San
you're
Andreas,
giving
and this
nothing more
dude
than fragile
tries to
across
turn
the
into
board.
me at 40 miles per hour. He tried to kill me.
take him to court. Take him to court.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Exercise your civil right.
I already told him, and you know what his response was?
What?
Yeah, because I want to waste my time.
No. That was
I got all the time in the world.
That wasn't if I need a lawyer here, brother. You have misdemeanors on me. Please.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Rhodes loves court, so.
Let's
Take him to
do it.
court.
Let's go
Take him to court. Take him to court.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna park up.
Oh,
I'll ride my
hey,
Spader.
on fire.
All right.
How's it going?
Well, we're gonna head on in.
She just stares a lot. She doesn't talk much, does she?
I don't know. I'm not them. Graves, if you could just grab the garage door. Thank you. 130-23, Mission Row, 195.
Dispatch 125, 23, 10-7 for process. Possibly might be going to trial, not sure.
All right, I'm gonna get you out of there. Watch your head. There we are. Did they make any mention of a concussion or?
She said she's not sure.
Oh, okay. All right.
Inconclusive.
Got it. Okay.
You know, this light is actually a little bit sensitive, so I think maybe if knocked me a little too hard.
I mean, listen, you fell to the ground. All right. These are the consequences of your actions.
What, death? Near death, sorry.
Death,
I'm scared
sir.
for my life.
Respectfully, a 7 and
I think I'm gonna have
a 7.5
I think I'm
ain't
gonna have
death.
PTSD.
PTSD. Okay,
Mhm.
you say so. There we are. I'll actually bring you over here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and search you one more time. Make sure you ain't got any weapons on your person.
I'd like my one phone call, please.
You are not entitled to a phone call.
Can I be entitled to a phone call?
Nope.
Please, I was supposed to go towing and I'm in jail. Can I just like send her text?
Let me get this straight.
Mhm.
You're asking something to me, despite having done nothing, but essentially should talk to the police department.
Yeah.
What incentive do I have?
The fact that you just try to kill me, you know, you might as well at least.
That's
give me
not
a phone
true.
call, you know? Okay, you
It
you
literally
may not
is
have tried
not
to kill
true.
me, but Flop just tried to kill me.
All right. Listen, I am going to seize your possessions. We'll be placing
All
it
right, do me a
backhanded
favor
off to
then. Do me a favor.
DOC.
Go on Yellow Pages.
Are you free right now,
and
Judith?
just find the name,
Ten
find
more.
Chloe DeVille's number.
Can you come
so
assist
I
us
can
at
at
Cedar
least call
Buns,
her
please, babe?
when I
Okay.
get up.
All right,
All right.
Yep.
I'll do you a favor.
Thank you.
73,
Oh,
76.
hey, Flop, how's it going?
Hey,
All right.
Smoke, good to see you.
Glad to see that a gash in your head's feeling a lot better.
Here we
Thank you. I
are.
appreciate your
Mm-hmm.
courtesy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the shackles off. What was the person's name?
Oh, I was pulling him over.
Chloe DeVille.
Oh.
Or just call her, let her know, like, hey, he's getting arrested.
Ooh, line's busy.
Oh.
You think she'll see a text if I send it?
Yeah, probably.
All right, give me a second. Here we are.
Dispatch 87323 Senior Buns.
Hey. Trey is asking for a ride from Sandy
Judith, can you take a statement from
Shores.
Chatterbox?
He's ready to. What was it? Towing? Ready to go towing.
Wait, what?
Huh?
That's not what I asked you to say.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you're probably going to be letting me go with the only misdemeanors you can actually charge me and time served and all that. So.
Oh, you know that's my discretion, right?
Oh, what? Time served?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, for the level of what was done, I feel like, and the least you could do for me after Flop over here try to kill me with his motor vehicle,
No.
after giving me that entire long speech about the dangers of a fucking moving car and how bad I can hurt someone with an ATV, and then trying to run me over with a CPI, you know, like the least you could do is let me go.
Sounds like a civil case.
Yeah.
Do you think I was trying to run you over?
Oh yeah,
with my car.
That's exactly what it looked like. Because if I
Did
didn't
you-
brake, you probably would have hit me off the bike.
Right. Well, did you think that maybe the reason you broke was because I was trying to slow you down?
Slow me down by trying to hit me with a car.
No, there's a difference between hitting you with a car and cutting you off.
Yeah.
Cutting off a guy on a bicycle.
Yes. You
Right,
stole a police
Brother,
bike.
you know
so
how
I'm gonna be
okay, I don't even like being rude like this.
Yep,
You know how fucking stupid that sounds?
To the hospital. Is there
Like,
You know what else
I
is
don't like
fucking
I don't like
stupid?
no,
Stealing a
wait.
police
No,
stealing a
yeah,
police
yeah,
bike,
okay,
knocking
but
an
guess what?
officer
Guess
off
what?
their
Guess what?
bicycle and
Guess
stealing
what?
it.
Guess what? It's your job to do things in a manner that is fucking safe, all right?
Passing
And
27.
matches the level of what was done.
20?
You trying to
Oh,
cut me
shit.
off on a bicycle, which could have sent me flying off a bike.
Did it?
Because I braked.
Okay, but the courts don't operate on the basis of could have.
Okay.
Either you suffer damages or you didn't.
If I try to kill you but I don't, right? Or sorry. If I try to knock you out with a wrench, right? What am I getting charged with?
Hey, shit, this guy should run for sheriff.
Specifically because of how assault with a deadly weapon is written, you'd get assault with a deadly weapon.
You specifically, as a cop.
What I would get charged with?
What would I get charged with?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
No,
Very
I get charged
clearly.
with attempted murder.
No.
Hey, Flop.
Yeah.
What would I get charged with when I hit you with a wrench the other day?
I wasn't a processing officer. I
You
can look it
can
up,
go look at
though.
it. Yeah, go look at it.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Rose, do you want to go over the charges for this one?
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Smoke, if you wouldn't mind, just face away from me. I'm just gonna pat you down, make sure you ain't got nothing left on your person, and then I'll take you out of those cuffs.
I am Make
There
sure
we
he's,
are.
he's
So
got an
you got
identification
2
card.
times attempted murder of a government
Oh,
employee for that.
are.
Oh, whoa! I wasn't trying to kill you. I just want to knock you out.
Right.
Oh.
With a wrench.
But that's not actually what you said, because I
Right?
distinctly
Yeah.
recall you said something in that situation.
Said what? What to flop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said this is option B. I didn't say I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Okay. Well, appeal it. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
But sit tight. I'm gonna speak to the other officers. I'll be with you shortly. Oh wait, you wanted an attorney, right? Check if one's available.
No.
You don't?
You know, you come back to my charges, and I'll decide whether
Okay.
or not I want to return.
Sure. All right.
Want to go here or step
Okey-dokey.
outside?
Here's okay. All right, here's fine.
Did he have an ID on his person?
He did not.
Perfect. Okay, so he's going to be looking at the failure to stop, which is when I witnessed him turning left on a red light just south on Alta Street, turned left onto San Andreas. That's when I pulled him over. He was in a tow truck, so the unsafe operation of a large commercial vehicle. The assault and battery is for tackling me, operating a motor vehicle without proper identification, just because he had no ID on his person, and obviously hit him with evading as opposed to reckless evading.
Got it. Okay.
So they're
Do
all
we
misdemeanors. I
have
don't know if. So the only charge I can think of is there is grand theft auto, but that's unlawfully taking a vehicle. A bike falls under a vehicle, I believe, or driving the vehicle without the owner's consent with the intent to permanently deprive the owner of the vehicle. We can't prove that he wasn't going to eventually return it.
You could always hit him with grand theft. I can.
No,
you
I
know-
can't. There's nothing. Flop. There's nothing you can say to me that's going to justify him trying to take it permanently. There's nothing we can do.
No, grand theft is steals property in the value of at least 1,000 from another person. That's why we can't charge with grand theft.
When I put next
Joyriding.
to-
Oh my god!
I thought you were saying Grand Theft Auto. Like, there's no way you're saying this. I refuse to believe this.
Grand theft though, grand theft. When I pulled up next to him, this man, whether it was implied or not in a joking manner, yelled out. It depends how petty you want to get. He screamed, "Yo, I want to take this to steal the turbo."
Oh. Damn. Okay.
I mean, if he really wants to go down that road, what was the? Hold on.
I mean, we can hit him with joyriding. They're all misdemeanors. Yeah. For everything we've got him here, it's all misdemeanors.
I mean, I'm content with that.
You happy with those
Let's
charges?
see. Yes. Wait, are we getting him with negligent driving for? I'm sorry. Justify the unsafe operation of a large commercial vehicle again.
Oh shit! Sorry. Failure to.
Well, failure to stop is there. But like, was it just failure to stop or was it negligent driving? Because if it's negligent driving,
probably double up then.
Then
Well, not double up, but I can just hit him with the negligent so that it falls.
Oh.
But are you confident on justifying negligent driving with how he was driving the tow truck?
Actually,
because if not, then I wouldn't
he
push the
took-
unsafe operation. But if you
yeah, he
are,
took
then I would.
He took the bike, and when I got back on it, the radar had been reset because everyone was chasing him. Yeah, the radar. I didn't have the radar box. He almost ran me over though. So
Was he driving in opposing lanes?
no, he just was turning left on a red light, cutting me off. Yeah.
I mean, I will ultimately leave it in your hands, but what I will say is without negligent driving specifically, I would not be pushing unsafe operation. If you want to push failure to stop, I'm content with that.
Yeah.
So we're dropping unsafe?
And
Okay.
He's still got the other charges there, so it's just the failure to stop, evading, assault, joyriding, and operating a vehicle without identification.
There we are. And without proper identification.
How many points does that put him at?
His profile is showing 13, but I don't know if that. Okay, that is without, so he'll be at 18 after this.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Yeah, no, you're good. You are good. Let's see.
Matt, I'm gonna add you to the report so that you're an officer involved.
All right, works for me. All right, I'm going to let him know his charges. Actually, I'm going to. The fines are messed up, so give me a second. I have to remove all these and re-add them.
Count as a citation.
Trey is one of the few people that I continuously run into where he turns a $300 citation into something way bigger. I don't understand.
I mean, I could get him with disobey. No, that was. I'll be honest. It felt like the weekend when I arrived on that scene. Just complete disregard for anything. It's like, what am I even doing here? Why why do I even exist? Hello? I it feels like PD are too soft on everyone because they are just trying to walk all over us.
Well, to be fair, you did the right thing by calling 77s because as soon as we
Oh,
got there, we interjected like fucking crazy.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
I called
gonna
you
speak to him
twice,
regarding
yeah,
it.
so thanks.
All good. I'll follow you.
All right, Mr. Smoke. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Your ID.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it?
Oh, I've not received it back since the last time I was processed.
Oh. Okay. So that is a little problematic because it does subject you to an additional citation for operating a motor vehicle without proper
operating a motor
identification.
vehicle without
Yeah.
proper identification. I know, but I'm sure you'd be willing to drop that considering you guys have it. And I came to PD yesterday. I 311. No one fucking answered.
Okay.
Who's the arresting officer, or who's the officer that took the ID?
I believe. I don't even know. I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The first time it was flop. I got it back, and it was taken again, and I haven't gotten it back.
Did I just give you money during our last traffic stop?
You did.
As an apology.
You did.
So
And I forgave you for that. Oh, I forgave you for that. But then I got it back, and then it got taken again.
Trey, I don't understand how you managed to lose your ID this often.
You can't say lose my ID if you literally just said you took it and didn't give it back to me.
Yes. And then I paid you so you can get a
and
new one. And within 24 hours, you lost it again?
Yeah. To you guys again.
I mean, you did.
Who took it?
You did lose it.
Whoever was my arresting officer.
So I'm gonna paint you a picture real quick. You're aware that the ID was taken again, correct?
Yeah.
And you were aware getting into the tow truck that you did not have an ID, correct?
Brother, I need to make a living.
Okay. And the courthouse not too far from the tow yard.
This do be true.
This do be true. Imagine me having to spend money every single. And listen, not every officer is going to be as nice as you, right? And reimburse me for the money I spent on the new ID.
Sure.
Imagine me having to spend money every time. And again, I don't want to be rude here, but every time you guys fuck up, and instead of putting my ID with my seized possessions, leaving it on me, then when I get sent to Bolingbrook, I don't get it back because it's not with my seized possessions.
Trey, I would in a heartbeat, and as would any officer probably, in an instance, if you had to say, hey, this was taken, it wasn't given back to me, it was $150, could I get a reimbursement for it? I would almost guarantee you there's not a single officer who would say no.
What's the officer that kind of looks like you, but he wears the fucking dumb red glasses?
Daft?
I think so. He's like a cadet or some shit. I forgot what it's called.
He's an officer. But go ahead.
But yeah, I got pulled over by him. He just said, "All right, let's go to fucking City Hall." I bought my ID myself.
When?
He didn't.
Hmm.
This is probably when is this? 2 weeks ago. It's before my friend died. It's like probably 2 weeks ago.
So there's a third ID that went missing?
No, that was the ID that you didn't give me back. I got pulled over.
That was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's probably 2 weeks ago.
Let's take a look.
And he just dropped the operating because you guys didn't give it back. And then
F2 Gone
just give
took
me
Trey Smoke's ID by accident. 3/25/2024. If Trey reports it, it will be an evidence locker Trey, all lowercase. Please return back.
Okay. The point still stands, though. You were driving without it.
I understand that, right? And honestly, you can stick that charge on. I don't care. I'm not going to contest that. I'm just saying, if you are going to keep charging me that when I do try to make a living for myself, at least, stop. Just get the memo out there. Hey, if you give him his ID back and you leave it on him without seizing his possessions, he's not getting that shit back. They're going to take it at Bolingbroke and they're not going to give it back to him. That's the very least you can do for me, right?
Well,
I don't care if you stick the charge on. It's like, what, $200?
I will happily address it with other officers and ensure that people aren't taking IDs. It realistically shouldn't be happening. I mean, outside of, if it was expired, I could understand. But beyond that, there really is not much of a reason to take an ID outside of, taking a photo, scanning it, essentially. Beyond that, I can't reasonably justify the taking.
The reason for this one, right? So before I hit flop with the wrench, I had given him my ID. I just handed it to him so he could go back to his car and run my information and all that shit, right? Before he gave it back to me, I did hit him with the wrench, rendering him incapacitated. And then the other officer got it from him and came and brought it back to me, but she didn't put it with my seized possessions, and I lost it.
Was this a matter of they held onto your ID, seized your possessions, placed the ID on you, seized them again, and you only got the original stuff that was seized, but not the ID? Is that correct?
No, she just placed it on me and didn't seize my stuff again.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Is that my ID?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
What a beautiful picture on there. Look at it. Let me see that.
It's a great photo. I have your ID. Apparently no officer gave it back. I asked you if anyone gave it back to you.
Oh, look, so she didn't even give it back to me. Look at that. No,
doesn't change the fact that you're aware that you didn't have the ID.
Yeah, I'm not contesting the fucking operating without proper identification
I know.
charge.
But I'll keep this simple. If you want to come down to the station after, I will personally hand this to you.
All right. Can you? Okay, for now, can you put that with my seized possessions?
I don't want to double seize you.
No, we can't. Here, face away. I'm gonna get you in cuffs. We're gonna get your possessions reclaimed. We'll get this place with the remainder of them, and then we'll take them all and pack them up.
I can walk there. I'm not gonna fucking.
No.
I'm not gonna attack. Brother,
no.
You're gonna have to uncuff me when we get to the desk anyway.
Listen,
you might as well just let me walk.
Why is it?
Cuff me. Just cuff me.
Thank you.
Just cuff me. It's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that one was.
You can come back to Mission Row and grab it.
That one was just muscle memory. I'm sorry. I promise. This time I promise.
You can come back and get
it. Brother, it was just a reflex. I promise.
Mr. Smoke, respectfully, every encounter I've had with you results in you not listening.
Yeah, what can you say? I have an authority problem. Cuff me, let's go. Cuff me, let's go.
You can return to Mission Row, and it'll be handed back.
You got a cron anywhere here? I'll put my hand on it.
No.
Okay.
No, but as of right now, you are looking at operating a motor vehicle without proper identification, assault and battery, failure to stop, evading, and joyriding.
Joyriding. Can you read the charge for joyriding, please?
Yes. The taking or operating of a vehicle without the owner's consent, without the intent to deprive the owner of the vehicle permanently. In case you're wondering, a vehicle is defined as a thing used for transporting people or goods.
What's the time and
In
fine for
case you're
joyriding?
wondering, states do consider bicycles vehicles.
No. What's the time and fine for joyriding?
5 months. Well, hold on. Probably not $300. Give me a second. Maybe it is. 5 months, $300.
So what's my total?
Taking everything into account, it is. Let's see here. $1,801 for the fine and 18 months.
Mm-hmm. Is joyriding a felony?
No. Every charge here is a misdemeanor.
Mm-hmm. And considering I've been here for a substantial amount of time while y'all went over my charges, you trying to give me a little bit of help?
Depends. Are you going to promise me that moving forward you're actually going to listen and not just, do the complete opposite of everything you've been instructed to do?
Brother, I have an authority problem, all right?
Okay, I guess I have a sympathy problem.
Yeah, see, you want to know what my problem? What's your name again? Sorry.
Rhodes.
Rhodes. You want to know what my problem is?
What is it?
I don't like how y'all get away with doing a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like y'all just get away with shit, and it irks me. So sometimes I find it a little hard to listen to y'all because I'm gonna be honest, I have lost any and all respect I have for your entire department, and so yeah, that is a me problem. But at the same time, it just makes it a little harder for me, especially as impulsive. I can't speak English. As impulsive as I am, it makes it a little harder for me to take y'all seriously. I'm gonna keep it above.
What about earlier when I kept asking you guys to, get back into the vehicle and so that the woman would stop, and you just kept not listening. You
I
kept
was scared.
talking over me.
I was scared. First of all, I
over and
didn't
over.
talk over anyone. I'm talking over you now, but back then I did not talk over anyone. I ran actually away from her, so I wouldn't get attacked. Because she can climb into my vehicle and beat my ass. She would have to chase me down if I run
Even
away.
on that scene, the two of you were throwing punches. You actually punched me in the
Well, yeah,
altercation. I had a
because
baton
she
in
was
hand, and
punching.
I understand,
Alana.
but the thing is, everyone seems to run in and has to get involved, talk over each other, keep shouting, da 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 da. I kept telling you to leave, get back in your car, but no, it's this whole defending your honor thing. I don't know, I don't
It's not
get
about
it.
honor. It's
I
about
don't understand
defending
it.
a person I care deeply about.
Yeah, but then when we're here to try and assist, you just kept making things worse.
Did I make things worse?
Yes, you did.
I believe
You
after
escalated the
I believe
entire
after
situation.
well, no, because she threw the first punch. I believe after I started punching, she started running away.
And then you chased her down,
Yeah,
and
then
then
when she got
when
far
we
enough, I ran
separated
back.
you, yeah, and then you proceeded to tackle me off my bicycle and steal it.
Can I be completely honest with you? Can I be completely honest with you? The second you pulled up on that bicycle and I heard sirens and shit, I was like, I'm fucking stealing it. I'll throw my hands up with that because I just wanted to see like if it was faster than like the average bicycle. To be honest.
I'm
In case you're wondering, it is identical to a normal bicycle.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that now.
Mr. Smoke, I respect the honesty to a degree, but I just think back to what was it, yesterday, the day before, where there were two stabbed individuals, and I had to ask several times for both you and that dude with the rat mask to just give us some space, and
yeah,
it was like,
backed up.
And
then I needed medical, so I tried to get your attention.
Okay, so you backed up after me telling you multiple times.
Yeah.
Why don't you just listen? This is the beginning. Listen, I understand. I understand that Sometimes from your perspective, things may not make sense. All right. But also consider it from our perspective, where we have to deal with this stuff day in, day out, over and over and over. And yes, it is our job, right? But when we are instructing people specifically to do something or just give us some space, or just leave the immediate area for the time being until things clear up, the reason we're doing it is because, well, more often than not, we're short-staffed. We need to control these scenes, make sure that they're safe for everybody involved, officers, EMS, the actual, suspects or victims, right? And every time you show up, and not you specifically, but every time a situation like what occurs yesterday happens, it makes our job increasingly more difficult every time it happens. And while you may not see that very often because...
Oh, no, I do see that.
Okay, then why not just respect these
I
things?
intentionally make your jobs more difficult.
Why?
Do you want like a long explained answer, or do you want me to just...
Short and sweet.
It's fun.
Okay.
Also a little bit of a revenge. I mean,
revenge for what?
For all the dumb shit. Like slapping me with a $2,200 fine for going 80 miles per hour on a road that is about as free as fucking Sonora Road. Because apparently I lost control of my vehicle and almost killed someone. But at the same time, while not having control of my vehicle, was able to drive around someone and get back in the lane and go straight. You know what I mean? Like it.
I'm not gonna.
Doesn't really make sense.
I'm not gonna spend too much time.
The funny thing is, the
hold
first
on.
thing this guy says to me, let me finish. The first thing this guy says to me, he just comes up here. Hey man, you want to tell me why you're driving like an asshole? Like, yeah, you're gonna get fucking smacked with a wrench. You have a job, you have standards of which there's guidelines for where you can operate. I don't have anything like that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna get smacked with a wrench. I'm gonna do dumb shit because
Trey,
I'm not employed.
Now that we've lied, would you like me to explain again where the $2,200 fine came from? It's a waste of time, but I have no problem breaking that down.
Operating a motor vehicle without proper identification.
If so, first things first. I had pulled you over earlier in the day for driving like a maniac. I then catch you a second time within an hour of you also driving like a maniac?
Wasn't, first of all, not driving like a maniac, and second of all,
so hold on. If you would like an explanation, I can give you an explanation, but I ask for this opportunity.
Go ahead.
If you're driving a commercial vehicle above 55 miles an hour, running through red lights, swerving in and out of traffic, in opposing lanes of travel, once again, in a commercial vehicle, that's where your $2,200 fine comes from.
Yeah, $1,250 is from that unsafe operation charge alone.
That's not me throwing the book at you. That's me giving you the charges that I witnessed. That's not
and
me
that's
being
an
an
enhancement, by the way. That's you get negligent driving in addition to that, which is, it ends up being 6 points and like $1,600 for those two alone.
And again, first of all, you said swerving. I went around one car. For probably 90% of it, I was in the correct lane.
Through an intersection.
I explained to you why the fuck I was going so fast. And like I get, there's your whole job and the guidelines. You read the charges and they tell you exactly what the fuck to do. But like I feel like there's got to be a little bit of understanding with what the fuck is going on. My car's running out of gas. It's almost fucking 8 o'clock. I have to go back. I have to get the shit in. Otherwise, I gotta wait an entire fucking day. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to go to sleep the second I was done with that.
Right.
But then I get pulled over again, doing 80 miles per hour. Like
you're
doing 80 miles per hour.
You're missing something. There's a thing called officer discretion. And I told you the same thing I tell everybody when I pull them over. I'm very lenient. Everybody gets one. I'm willing to work with you as long as, because usually the first traffic stop, I'll break it down. We'll make sure you understand speed limits. You understand where a stop and go state. I'll go through it all. If I catch you a second time, especially within the time frame that I caught you the first time, yeah, I'm gonna. There really isn't much excuse after that. Because again, and the same thing I tried to explain to you, I tell everybody driving a commercial vehicle at high speeds is if you were in an accident, I'm not checking on you. I'm checking on the person you hit because you're driving a car, a truck, a van, whatever, probably grossing over 10,000 pounds. The average car is under 5,000 pounds. I'm not worried about you in the accident. The fact that you were speeding in a commercial vehicle is inherently more dangerous than driving a buggy, driving a smart car. I don't care what you're driving.
And little
You have more
sidebar
responsibility on the road at that point.
little sidebar on that. I'll let you come back to this. But the average car being 5,000 pounds, when I'm riding a bicycle, and the only thing stopping me from actually getting sideswiped by your bicycle is me braking and turning. Do you not see the issue with that?
Again, didn't hit you.
Okay, again, intent, right? Didn't.
Yes, my intent was to slow you down.
Okay, but even not without intent, right? Possibility, right? Didn't is not the same thing as couldn't have, right? If I do nothing and you shoot me and you don't fucking kill me, right? You still shot me. You could have killed me. You could have got charged with murder. You might just get charged with attempted, right? What you guys have a job where you have to think about what could have happened. And so going back,
I thought about what could have happened, and what happened is exactly what I needed to happen. I slowed you down.
It just goes completely against the entire point of literally everything I just said, right? But going back to that, right? Going back to that, I can understand if I'm like hitting 100 on a fucking downhill. I'm driving at a speed where I have enough control to go around cars without slowing down. By the way, I didn't need to slow down, right?
Just because you can does not mean that you should. You broke the law. I stopped you not because I felt like it. I stopped you because you broke the law. Okay, but again, we're gonna talk in circles. Now I'm gonna again re-justify the point. You would not have been pulled over had you been following the law.
Problem's not with getting pulled over. I don't give a fuck you pull me over going 60, right?
Clearly it was though, because that's what this is all about. Is I stopped you for doing 80.
No, that's not my problem. My problem is you adding on a fine that first of all, that should be used for shit like a fucking tow truck coming down Legion Square at 100 miles per hour. That's what that fine was fucking put there for a grime van going 80 on a road that's basically empty.
So the thing, you're missing something though. There's the charge. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off.
Charge, and then there's the circumstances surrounding it.
Yes, the circumstance is not just your speed. It was the way you were driving, the way you handled yourself in intersections, the failure to obey to a red light, and your speed. It wasn't just your speed. It was everything.
I understand that.
All right. I'm going to cut this conversation because ultimately we're going to end up going in circles. So as of right now, with the current charges at hand, you are looking at a $1,801 fine in addition to 18 months. Mr. Smoke, I know you asked for leniency regarding the time. I am willing to provide you some, but if you're telling me that, you know, you do what you do to sort of inconvenience us because it's fun, you understand how that doesn't really that's not the warm fuzzies. Well.
I mean, would you rather me lie to you and be like, yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass? Like, I just
but
you know, I mean,
but the thing is, if you lie to me moving forward, all bets are off. Like I have zero incentive to believe what you would say, right? Like, while yes, I appreciate the honesty, you have to understand that there are still consequences to essentially being an inconvenience at every opportunity.
Okay, first of all, it's not at every opportunity, and second of all, actually no, that was
every opportunity that I've seen you.
You've seen me once, twice.
And both times, both.
Okay, but that's just the luck of the draw, I guess. 'Cause I've had very probably a lot more positive interactions with cops than negative. Probably a lot. You can go through fucking. It's probably still in your fucking database about me going into senior months to help people when they're getting robbed. Like, I'm not always just fucking trolling. You know what I mean? I get bored. I troll. I make fun of cops. There and go, oh, serious. Yes, cop. Yes. Bad hairline. Oh, bald. Because I get bored.
And you can't direct that energy to anyone but the police?
No.
We already have enough to deal with.
Yeah, no, but I have like more respect for basically everyone else other than fucking group sixers and you. I'll be completely honest.
Okay.
Anytime I see EMS, I'm always nice to them. In fact, I was one of the main people fucking fighting for them to get pay raises. It's a consistent thing of me seeing you guys and you guys doing shit that just because you can do. Sorry, you guys doing shit that you don't have to do, even though you can. And
That sounds a whole lot
I
like
lose
what you're
respect for you.
doing.
Okay, but this is not my job, right? Like, I don't have to worry about fucking like public opinion as much as you guys do. You guys want like people to have respect for you and listen to you all the time, but then you do shit that makes people not want to have respect to you and listen to you. Like, it's just a fucking big circle of dumbassery, basically. And again, sorry for being rude. That's literally what it is. Because it's like, okay, we can't cut this guy a break, even though you did cut me a break. Thank you. But then you use that as oh, I just cut you a break. Yeah, so I'm just gonna fucking throw the entire book at you. Like, that life doesn't work that way.
Well,
Life isn't,
no. I
helped you this
think you
time, I
need
don't help
to.
you anymore.
I think you need to take responsibility for your actions.
You know, no, I was driving. I was not driving in a way that was according to the fucking laws of Los Santos. Sure, I'll admit that. But at the same time, if I was in your shoes, regardless of who the fuck my superior is, I'm not throwing that entire charge at you. It's 80 miles per hour on a basically empty road. Like, I don't want to even keep going back and forth with that.
I'm gonna
Alright.
get back out on patrol. If you want to go on, feel free. But
all right.
I think the point's been made.
So, Mr. Smoke, I'm sitting here trying to like argue with myself regarding time off because based upon everything you've said, the next time I see you, it's seemingly going to be a similar situation.
Doubt it.
But 100% of my situations with you have already been that way.
Okay, but you also got to think about the fact that until yesterday, until the whole, or not yesterday, a couple days ago, until the whole me hitting flop with the wrench situation, I hadn't been to jail in like probably 2 or 3 weeks. I was being good. I was looking forward to an expungement. Then I got pissed off, so I hit him with a fucking wrench.
Okay, but prior to that, so I don't necessarily want to talk about the wrench situation, because I can only speak on behalf of situations I was actually present for. And the important thing for me is that the way you treated me in that first situation over by Senior Buns, it lacked any level of respect.
Okay, did I not back up? Okay, yeah, you asked me.
You eventually did, but I had to ask you so many times.
You asked me a couple times. I backed up. Said, okay, let me get out the way. The reason I came back is because I needed medical attention urgently because I got run over by a car when I was trying to leave.
Okay, to that I can understand. I can, right? But then again, we sort of delve into this situation. Not only that, although I know you got hit by a car, you did indicate that. EMS can only address one thing at a time, right? At the end of the day, they have two people that had gotten stabbed, and those people had already been injured for a while, so they are going to be the priority at that point. And then, I know you approached us. I do need you to understand, though, that officers, under normal circumstances, don't typically apply IFACs or anything to that extent, especially if EMS is on scene. So definitely keep that in mind moving forward.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mr. Smoke, here's what I'm willing to do. I'm going to ask All right. And I don't know what I'm going to see on the other side of this. All right. I don't. I'm going to ask that moving forward. You know, if you see an officer you haven't encountered before, don't pull your normal shenanigans.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Treat them with respect. And if you dislike an officer for any one specific reason, you know, it is what it is. But don't you know, blanket the entirety of the PD and treat them all the same. Because that's not what's done to you, right? Like my encounters with you, while they may not have seemed ideal, also stem from how I was treated by you at Senior Buns. While yes, again, you eventually complied, doesn't change the fact that we had to take several steps to get there, right?
Yeah, sure.
So the MDT is actually showing 25 months. I believe that to be an error. I believe it should originally have been 18. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that down to... I'm going to drop it down to 5. I know you've been in custody for a while, but also you do have to get sent up. So that's how I'm going to go ahead and deal with that. Mr. Smoke, I do have to fingerprint you for the sole purpose of verifying your identity. I obviously suspect you are Mr. Smoke, but let's verify here. So right at the bottom of the display, see a little fingerprint scanner right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it still. Hold it. And we're good. All right. So I'm going to get you fined in the amount of $1,801. And it's going... Well, actually, how do you plead to the charges?
Not guilty.
All right. It's going to be 5 months. Do you have any comments, questions, or concerns?
Nope.
All right. If that's the case, I'm going to get you sent up. Let me see if anyone from Dogtown's around.
Oh, don't fucking let them know I'm coming, please. Begging you.
Is it channel 10?
There is no channel. We have to call them.
Please don't call them. Just
I was told DOC actually has a frequency. I think it's actually channel 69. I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'm not going to channel 69.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mr. Smoke, I'm going to get you sent off. Let me just check here.
Sounds like a name for a dirty website.
All right.
Channel69.com.
All right, Mr. Smoke, I'm going to get you sent off. You have a wonderful day, and I hope we meet under better circumstances.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, let me get you in cuffs. Let's get that ID returned to you. Please, for the love of everything that's holy. All right.
All the intrusive thoughts. Oh.
Right over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, not going to uncuff you, but I am going to go ahead and get these possessions returned, and then I'll pack them all up together. Pop, you got that ID?
Yep. All good. Just confirm. Look good. Everything look all right, Mr. Smoke?
Yeah, let me just eat this burger real quick before,
No, you're good. I'm just going to slide this in your back pocket, okay? All right.
Oh, it's not this big burger.
I just confirm that you have it. Show it to me real quick. This way we have full confirmation. Okay, perfect.
All right. Given that's the only thing we're waiting on, I'll let you finish that drink, and then I'll get you sent off.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Get me
All
out
right.
of here.
Sounds good. See you on the flip
wait,
side.
wait.
What?
Any closed number? Oh, I got my phone. All right, I'll just let me just remember real quick.
On the yellow pages.
I got it. We're good.
All right. Let me go ahead and ensure that these possessions are seized. I'm going to get you sent off. Have a good one. Stay safe.
You too.
Goodbye.
I had no implication to draw that out, but I haven't spoken to him since that incident. And I wanted him to understand the difference between, I guess, why he received it and why he got it, and that there was more to it. So.
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it didn't bother me either. I figured just so he could at least hopefully understand and do better. But.
Yeah, I'm going to be real. Explaining that to him in this situation isn't going to be productive because he's already, upset about the situation at hand. Bringing
Oh,
up
sure.
something else he also feels that he's been slighted about just isn't going to be. You sort of have to catch him at a time where, like, you know, he's not doing anything wrong, and y'all can have a friendly conversation and go back and forth.
Sure. I don't doubt that. Like I said, he brought it up. I was just simply trying to make a defense for it, and just kind of let
Flop,
it be.
you don't
from
have to
there.
defend yourself.
What you mean?
You don't have to defend. If he
well,
takes
well,
issue
hold
with
on, hold on, hold on,
anything,
hold on.
he can
I
take
don't-
it to court.
I'm not defend. Sorry, defend is not the right word. Getting him to understand the reasoning. I don't feel bad for a second about what I charge him with.
You shouldn't.
I don't.
You didn't even have to
So-
bring that up, Flop.
No.
But you did.
What you mean?
You don't have to bring this up. Why are you explaining this to me?
I'm not. What do you mean?
I'm saying you
because-
don't
okay,
have to,
no.
Flop. I feel like you think.
You wanted. Hold on.
No,
you
I
wanted
did.
to send him up. You wanted to send him up, and he kept talking,
Uh-huh.
and I started speaking to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm apologizing because I drew out.
But Flop,
your
you don't have to
process.
apologize. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, the conversation is fine.
Okay.
To be clear, what I was saying earlier regarding, like, it's not going to be a productive time is different than me saying, hey, listen, you wanting to have the conversation is fine. Just don't expect much to come of it because the likelihood of him retaining that information ain't high.
Oh, I don't really care if he doesn't retain it, to be fair. That's up to him.
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. All right, I'm grabbing
All
food
right.
upstairs.
No, you're good. I'm gonna go run traffic.
What time is it? Ooh, it's actually
Dude.
prime cargo time.
What's cargo?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
large delivery vehicles.
Oh, where do you recommend sitting for that?
Gas
I won't steal
station
your
on Great
spot, but-
Ocean.
Okay, perfect. I'll be there.
In Del Perro.
Where in Del Perro? Like just anywhere or on
Just the gas station, Del Perro, Great Ocean. West Eclipse.
Oh, okay. Got it. Sorry.
You're good. I really only have one repair kit. $130 radio check.
10-2.
Are there any actives?
Negative. Loads of speeding cars that I can't keep up with.
A firm, I'll be out there shortly. Coffee?
Dispatch 125, 10-8. Any actives?
Not at this time. Loads of speeding vehicles, though.
Firm, Dispatch 125, 76. Great Ocean Highway, speed trap.
Unless it was put in here? In here? In here? Alright. Time to grab repair kits. Anything to throw out? Are these here? Okay, I guess we don't need to buy any. Chat, I actually need to pee. I will be right back.